Lately, I've been asking myself some different questions. Not how can I get ahead more or how do I accomplish more in my life? Not even how do I become more successful, but simpler questions. Questions that feel more important. Questions like, what do I want to pay attention to in my life? What do I want to spend my time on? What do I want to invest in my life? Like, what are the things that I want to do in my life? Really? Like, not what we have to do every day that we're performing on a daily basis, but what do I want to do every single day? What am I doing? Right? Because whether I realize it or not, I'm giving my life to something. Every day, I'm investing my attention somewhere. Whether you realize it or not, you're investing your attention somewhere. And in this new world that we're living in, attention is currency. What you invest your attention in, what you give your energy to. So every day you're investing your energy somewhere and your attention. I'm spending my energy somewhere. I'm building something. And I've started to realize that attention becomes a direction for your life. Time becomes life. And what we invest in reveals what we truly value in this life. For a lot of my life, I focused on achievement, right? On the next opportunity that I could be in, the next goal that I could accomplish here in my life. And I feel like a lot of us feel the same way, always thinking that peace was somewhere on the other side of accomplishing enough in our life. And I don't think that ambition is bad. I don't think that building things is bad. But I think that somewhere along the way, I think what we did is we confused what was important in our life and what was urgent. So there's two different ways you can look at it. Either one, things are super, super urgent in your life, and you give your life to that. You allow that to be urgent in your life and have an emotional impact inside of you. But is it actually important to what is next? Is it actually important to who you are? Because at the end of the day, it needs to be. And maybe it's easier than we realize because this world gives us endless things to focus on. And, you know, more news, more opinions, more distractions, more things to buy in this world, right? More things to focus on and worry about, more things to chase. And before you know it, years go by, and not because you made terrible decisions, but because you slowly gave your attention away. And honestly, I don't want to wake up one day to realize I spent my life on things that don't really matter. You only have so many F's to give. And I don't want to lose temporary things because I neglect eternal things. Because the truth is, everything around us is temporary. Money comes and goes, careers change, recognition is going to fade in your life. Like our bodies age, possessions are going to wear out. And scripture says that this world is passing away along with the desires that people chase. And I don't think that means that we're supposed to stop enjoying life or stop building things or stop working hard. I think it means that we're supposed to remember that none of this is ultimate. None of this is home, right? You need to remember that this is not permanent. None of this is. This is all temporary and it's all fading away. And I think that God has been teaching me to hold things a little bit more loosely, to appreciate things without worshiping them, to work hard without making success my identity, to enjoy blessings without expecting them to satisfy my soul. And maybe wisdom is learning what deserves our attention in our life and what doesn't deserve our attention. Maybe that's wisdom, because not everything deserves our attention. I hope you know that. Not everything deserves our worry and deserves our life. And honestly, I think that that's one of the realest and biggest reasons that peace has become more important to me, because peace allows you to slow down enough to ask better questions in your life. Questions like, what do I want my son to remember? What kind of husband do I want to be? What kind of father do I want to be? Who am I becoming? What relationships do I want to invest in? What kind of life am I building? And maybe the biggest question of all, what do I want to give my time to? Because eventually our attention becomes our lives. And our lives, as you know, become our legacy, what we're leaving behind for this world to remember. And our legacy reveals what we loved most. The older I get, the less that I spend my life accumulating things that won't last, and the more I invest in things that do last. Faith, family, people, character, love. Love is worth investing in. I don't know if you know that. And of course, obedience, one of the hardest things to actually invest in. And it's the quiet work that God is doing inside of you. Because I don't think that I'll stand before God wishing that I had accumulated more. But I do wish that I loved people better, trusted Him more, and gave more of myself to the things that actually matter to me. And I think you should think about doing the same. And these are questions that I'm asking more and more to myself. Like, what do I want to pay attention to? What do I want to spend my life and my energy on? What do I want to invest in? And ultimately, what do I want to give my life to? Because we're all giving our lives to something. I just want to make sure it's something worth giving them to. So you know that your life is being spent right now, whether you see it, whether you realize it or not. You know that you're giving your life and your energy and attention to something that may not be what is truly aligned with who you are and who you were created to be. And I just want you to consciously think like, hey, am I spending my life the way that it needs to be? Or am I giving it away to things that don't belong and don't have a place in my heart and my life? Hey, until next time, you know what it is. I appreciate you for being here. Peace.